Hello, everyone. My name is Nicola Ciccone. Welcome to the Power of Music. For today's episode, I've chosen as a thematic the subject of grief. Now, grief is a subject that's pretty taboo. We each try to push grief as far away as we can from our everyday lives. But the truth is that it's an unescapable subject. We each will have to face someone's loss, a loved one's departure, whether it's a friend, a sibling, a partner, and sometimes, unfortunately, even a child. During times of grief, we are often lost. It's pretty frustrating because there is no roadmap to help us heal during those times or to tell us basically how to act. What should we do? How to alleviate the sense of loss, of sadness, the fear, the emptiness. Personally, I've always felt that music is a great way to help us alleviate the moments of mourning or of sadness. Now, obviously, you cannot heal grief, but you can definitely alleviate it, make it more manageable. And I find that music does this. It accompanies us, basically. I've discovered this directly at a particular moment in my life. A couple of years ago, I lost my father. My father passed. Now, me and my dad, we had a very fun relationship. Two Italian guys that used to make jokes, that used to laugh together. We would talk about every possible subject there is, whether it's sports, politics, paintings, art, philosophy. Me and my dad, we were really connected to one another. But there was one subject that we would never talk about, and that was emotions. We were brought up in a very old school kind of environment, and we both believed in tough love, meaning a guy has to be tough. A guy doesn't talk about his feelings. So we would never talk about our feelings to one another. We would hug, we would laugh together. We knew we loved each other, but we would never say it. When my dad fell sick and he went to the hospital, we knew that he had a couple of weeks left before he passed. So my best friend urged me to go see him and tell him how much I loved him. Tell him how much he brought to my life. And she warned me that if I didn't succeed, I would regret it for the rest of my life. And I decided to go visit my dad and try to tell him what he meant to me. Every day I would visit him. I would go up to his room. We would sit facing each other for hours, staring at each other in dead silence. We would never talk. I couldn't find the words to tell him how much I loved him. It was strange because I am a man of words, and yet I couldn't find the words to tell him. Thankfully, a couple of weeks after he went to the hospital, I found those words. I told him how much he meant to me, how much he brought to me, and how much he helped me become the man that I am today. And a couple of hours after, he passed. In the days that followed, I was lost. I was frustrated because I felt that there had to be somewhere, somehow, a roadmap to go through the feelings that I was going through. And yet, there was nothing. So, as I always do whenever I feel lost, I started writing a song. And I wrote a song called O toi mon père, which translates in English to O you my father. At first, I didn't want to put the song on my record because it talks about mourning, but my manager insisted. She said that it would help other people that, like me, were looking for a roadmap in times of mourning, in times of grief. So I accepted to put it on the record. And ironically enough, a couple of weeks after the release, it became viral. To this day, the song has more than 4 million views on YouTube. And what's even more fascinating is that the song has never received any promotion, whether it's on radio or on television. It's really word to mouth. People discover the song and share it on social media, and it turned into a huge success. But of course, additionally to writing, when my dad had passed, I would listen to a lot of music to help me alleviate my sense of grief, of mourning, and try to make my sadness a little less heavy. So today what I would like to do is to suggest to you the songs that I listen to when I feel sad, when I feel grief, that help me alleviate grief and basically that accompany me during these difficult times, that accompany me during grief. So, as I usually do it, I will propose 3 songs that I like to listen to, 1 song that I like to sing, and 1 song that I wrote from my repertoire, because obviously singing and writing are my 2 greatest remedies. So the 5th song that I chose is a song from my favorite rock band of all times, which is Led Zeppelin. The song is called Stairway to Heaven. It was recorded in 1971. It's on the album Led Zeppelin 4. And what's amazing about the song is that the original band members never wanted to release the song as a single. They never accepted to release the song as a single, and yet it's become a #1 hit across the world, which is pretty special. The second song that I chose is a song from the Rolling Stones called Wild Horses. The song was originally written in 1969, released in 1971. It took 2 years for the song to be released because the band and their manager at the time were having legal arguments. So it took 2 years for this magnificent song to be released. The third song that I chose is a song from Queen called Show Must Go On. It was recorded in 1991, and it basically talks about Freddie Mercury's last shows. He would continue performing despite the fact he had AIDS. Now, Freddie Mercury is my favorite vocalist of all times, and this song is so passionate and beautiful, and it really helps me a lot whenever I feel grief. The 4th song that I picked, a song that I love singing, one of the first songs that I've ever performed, is Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd, song released in 1975. It's, you could say, an homage, or it's a tribute to Syd Barrett, one of the original members of Pink Floyd that had to leave the band because of some mental issues. He was having a lot of psychological problems. The song is a tribute to him. And the song that I chose from my repertoire is Ô toi mon père, O you my father, which was released in 2016. And without any radio or television promotion, has to this day 4 million views on YouTube. It's become one of my greatest hits. It's as famous today as Je t'aime tout court or Ciao Bella or L'Opéra du Mendiant, my other very famous songs, which is pretty amazing. And the song is known across France, Belgium, Switzerland, and of course, Quebec. I'm going to let you listen to the songs, and I'll see you on the other side of this block. were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old grounds. What have we found? The same old fears. Wish you were here. Allez, va le vol au loin, loin de la vie qui nous fait rage. Délivre-toi de ses chagrins, montre-lui toute ton audace. Allez, vole plus haut, jusqu'à ce que tu ne vois plus la terre. Et si parfois je me sens seul, veille sur moi. Oh, toi, mon père. I hope you've enjoyed these 5 songs. For those of you that would like to hear these songs in their entirety, you can check out the link that I've put in the description below this video. It'll take you directly to my Spotify and to a playlist that I've created for you guys. It's called the Playlist of Songs to Alleviate Grief. You'll find the 5 songs of today plus another 5 tracks. For those of you that would like to know more about my shows, my albums, my upcoming conferences, you can check out my site, nicolacciccone.com. And finally, if you want to listen to my complete rendition of Wish You Were Here, you can check this link right here. For those of you that want to hear my complete rendition of Oh Toi Mon Père, check this link right here.